in any case, as the president of SystemX Technological Research Institute, I'm very pleased to welcome you to the second edition of this event dedicated to Trustworthy AI, and that is organized by Confiance.ai collective. Mr. Bruno BONNELL, who is the Secretary General for Investment, is a strong supporter of Confiance.ai and IRT SystemX. Unfortunately, he was not able to be part of this, to be here with us. But he recorded a video to welcome you. So if we could launch the video.
Bonjour, je suis vraiment sincèrement désolé de ne pas pouvoir être présent parmi vous, mais je tenais quand même à vous communiquer un message à la fois de détermination et de fierté. 3 milliards d'euros, c'est les sommes que nous allons consacrer dans France 2030 à cette souveraineté des technologies numériques. C'est fondamental à la fois pour protéger nos actifs, protéger nos recherches, promouvoir nos valeurs, mais également pour avoir des propositions d'une offre souveraine dans ce domaine. Et je constate que déjà, avec le programme de Confiance.ai, je constate une dynamique avec les 50 partenaires qui peuvent proposer des solutions déjà sur un marché qui est estimé à plus de 50 milliards d'euros. Donc je crois qu'il est important de souligner que ce n'est pas simplement des paris technologiques, c'est également une volonté de montrer une différence d'ailleurs dans laquelle la France est déjà leader en Europe. La France a déjà exprimé depuis de nombreuses années ses talents dans le numérique, l'informatique comme on l'appelait à l'époque, mais également est désormais leader dans cette IA de confiance, et je crois qu'il faut le souligner. J'en profite d'ailleurs pour vous faire un petit scoop. Dans les quelques heures qui vont suivre mon intervention, vous aurez l'occasion de discuter à un élargissement à travers un label avec un autre pays européen, l'Allemagne, pour voir comment on peut mettre encore plus de synergie sur cette IA de confiance. Enfin, j'aimerais avoir un mot pour l'IRT SystemX, qui a été assez déterminante dans toute cette dynamique, et d'une façon générale d'ailleurs, souligner et remercier toutes les IRT qui s'engagent dans ces voies technologiques, en leur confiant d'ailleurs une petite mission, c'est de continuer à nous proposer des projets aussi ambitieux, et j'espère que celui-là est un très bel exemple, mais d'autres suivront.
Well, it's always great to hear something like that for many reasons. First, because he thanks all of us for the work, and IRT SystemX, I'm very proud of hearing that, but of course about the money announcement, 3 billion is not zero, so it's really, really great. And thank you, Bruno BONNELL. And I agree, by the way. Confiance.ai is an emblematic program. It's really addressing a real challenge, a real industrial and scientific challenge, and it's really, really important. So, before saying a couple of words about the content and what is behind Confiance.ai, I would like to thank Mr. SOUBEYRAN, Director General of CentraleSupelec, for welcoming us in this, great place, well-known place of training engineers. And by the way, it's really, really important for me. It's a great symbol because there is a great ambition in training for engineers and around this trustworthy AI. And for me, it's really, really great symbol. So thank you so much for welcoming us here. And also Mr. GUIDAL, Vice President of Science and Engineering. I'm not sure I say it correctly, but that's something very important, in particular today at Université Paris-Saclay with the Nobel Prize that has been awarded yesterday to Alain Aspect. It's a great day I think for all of us. And I would like to take this opportunity to emphasize the dynamics of University Paris-Saclay in the field of artificial intelligence and more globally digital technology, which is of course so important for Confiance.ai, for IRT, and so it's great to be here and to have you with us. So this program, Confiance.ai, is really the technological pillar of the major challenge, securing, making reliable and certifying AI-based systems of France 2030. Very, very important subject. The goal is to respond to the problem of integrating AI into industrial system. That's a big challenge. for two reasons. Because first, it's very, very important to do that. Second, because it's not completely obvious to do it, so that's why we need research and collaborative research, and in particular when we want to do that in critical system. So this industrialization imperative requires providing an environment to support design, validation, and testing that will not be in competition with the development environment used by engineering departments, but work as a complement. And it's once again, it's very, very important not to create something completely outside, but really in link with what exists. Otherwise, there will not be adoption. And so it will, even if there are great scientific and technological results, it will not be a success. Since its launch at the end of 2020, wow, two years ago, Confiance.ai has been able to open up and bring on board nearly 50 partners, around 13 founders, and 9 major industrial groups and 4 major players in digital technology research. So today it's 290 people working on the program, and of course representing various sectors and multiple disciplines, going, of course, including also human and social sciences, which I think is extremely important in this context. So we have already deployed the first version of the Trustworthy environment, the Trust environment within our partners' engineering departments, and I heard this morning from Paul Labrogère that it's going ahead, and there are new news every day about that. So eventually, Confiance.ai will make this trust environment available to the socio-economic world as a platform of sovereign, open, interoperable, and sustainable software tools. And I think the 4 words are really, really important. Sovereignty is really key, and in particular on these subjects, it's sometimes you really want to say, okay, I don't want to continue having scuds between America and China. Where are we, and what are we doing? Well, we are doing great things. And let's go ahead and continue that. Open, interoperable, and sustainable. That's really, really key. So this platform will provide tomorrow's society with solutions that will enable all industries to develop new products and services based on trustworthy AI, thus meeting the challenges of society, economic competitiveness, and I say it again, sovereignty. I personally am really, really convinced that we have the means to make France one of the leading countries. That's what Bruno BONNELL said. I strongly believe that, and I'm sure you believe it also, and all the work that is done is going into this direction. So being a leading country in the industrialization of AI, more globally, I would say, in digital transformation of the industry, the service, and I think this is what we are demonstrating through this program. So lucky you will have the chance to be able to discover the quality of the work, but also the passion of the engineers, scientists of Confiance.ai Collective. So I'm sure you will really, really enjoy. Don't hesitate to go and meet them, ask questions, look at demos when you visit the exhibition space and go to workshops. I'm sure you will spend a great time here. Thank you again. Have a good conference.
So I welcome Romain SOUBEYRAN, who is the president of CentraleSupelec, to welcome us to this place and to give his views on what we are doing.
So thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's a real and great pleasure to welcome you today at CentraleSupelec. Artificial intelligence has been an extremely active research topic for many years, but it's always a delay between research and industrial applications. For example, the first AI conference was held in Dartmouth in 1956, and when you look at the list of attendees from that conference, you see an incredible list of luminaries, including Professor Herbert Simon, who became a recipient of the Turing Award and the Nobel Prize in Economics. He's still today the most cited researcher in AI, even though he died in 2001. Nevertheless, historically, The first industrial application of AI is considered to be the XCON expert system, which was only released in 1980. So almost 25 years later, it helped the Digital Equipment Corporation, DEC, engineers to configure their computer systems for sales. Today, despite all the recent successes of AI in research, especially with deep learning, the number of applications of AI in industry remains relatively low. And these applications tend to remain confined to situations where errors are generally acceptable without the disastrous consequences, or in places where these errors are invisible, or in situations where such AI solutions provide a second opinion to a well-trained specialist. For example, we have yet to see fully automated driving cars due to the obvious dire consequences when, or not if, the AI gets it wrong. However, there are several versions of voice-controlled AI assistants like Alexa or Siri, none of which working perfectly well, as you know. Yet, invisibly, the AI systems of highway and parking tolls read the license plates of cars, buses, trucks, and motorbikes with very low error rates. Likewise, there are many applications in medical imaging where AI is useful, but we still need radiologists for the foreseeable future, contrary to some bold predictions made a few years ago. There are several reasons for this situation. An old apparent paradox of AI is also that some complex technical tasks like medical imaging or chess are more easily automated than seemingly easy everyday tasks like understanding a spoken language. Another reason that is gaining importance is that we expect computer systems, including AI, to not only produce very few errors, but also to be fully interpretable, unbiased, and explainable. In short, they must be trusted. This confidence in AI is not a new goal, of course, but most research results still focus on performance on well-curated datasets instead of focusing on robust performance on noisy and imperfect real-world data that engineers have to struggle with every day. To move forward, trusted AI, a significant cultural shift is needed. Despite these demands, scientists and engineers continue to make tremendous progress in the field of AI. It is the objective of engineering schools like CentraleSupelec to ensure that the latest advances in AI make their way into large and small companies. We do this, of course, by training engineering students to know the field of AI very well, but also by promoting innovation through the creation of startups, through continuing education, and through the dissemination of knowledge in AI in all areas where it is relevant, for example, healthcare. And we also ensure that our researchers are aware of the cultural, industrial, and economic challenges facing the adoption of AI solutions. Hence, the importance of the AI Days for us, and the fact that we are very proud to host this event at CentraleSupelec. Thank you.
And so I leave the floor to Michel GUIDAL, who is Vice President of Science and Engineering at Université Paris-Saclay, around us.
Thank you, Bertrand. Indeed, so I'm the Deputy Vice President for Research in charge of Science and Engineering. This is the full title, Michel. So anyways, I'm here to, on behalf of the University of Paris-Saclay, and in particular of Estelle Iacona, our president, who unfortunately could not make it this morning, to welcome you. And we are very happy to host those Confiance.ai days in Paris-Saclay. So Bertrand asked me to tell you a few words about the University of Paris-Saclay. Many of you might know about it, but I understand that we have visitors and colleagues outside of the university. So the university in its present form has been created about 2 years ago, in January 2020. And it's the federation, I would call it, of 3 universities, ex-Paris-Sud, University of Versailles-Saint-Quentin, University of Évry, 4 schools, AgroParisTech, Institut d'Optique, IOGS, and this was mentioned. We were happy yesterday to learn that we had a Nobel Prize issued, who did most of his career in IOGS, so Alain Aspect, who got the Physics Nobel Prize. So IOGS, ENS, which is just a few hundred meters away, and of course CentraleSupelec, which is hosting us. So 3 universities, 4 schools, and 7 national organizations, CNRS, CEA, INRAE, INRIA. This is particularly relevant today about numerical sciences, INSERM, ONERA, and IHES. So, for instance, myself, I'm Director de Recherche at CNRS, and this is the magic of this university, to have people, colleagues, researchers, and staff, support staff, who have different employers, different salaries sometimes, and we all work together in our laboratories. So I think half of the researchers come from ONR's national organizations, research organizations in Paris-Saclay. We are talking about 50,000 students in Paris-Saclay, and at the PhD level, about 4,600. In terms of researchers and enseignants-chercheurs, professors and assistant professors, we are talking about more than 8,000. And we have as many, so about 8,000 support staff. So support means administrative, but engineers and technicians. We are talking about 270 laboratories on the university, 500 platforms. So platforms, this covers a wide range from big infrastructures like accelerators, particle accelerators, synchrotrons. There's the Soleil synchrotron, which is just maybe 1 kilometer away from here. And but lasers and microscopes and you name it. And of course, in numerical sciences, we have image walls and so forth, virtual reality platforms and so forth. So all in all, it is said that it represents 13% of the research potential in France. Of course, university is education and research, but not only, it's also innovation. This is a third pillar, which is sometimes forgotten. And we are, in terms of innovation, technology transfer, partnership with the socio-economical world, we are talking about 100 startups created every year. And we have the whole chain of, for creating a joint venture or an enterprise. We have a fab lab, we have incubators, we have technology transfer, accelerator, the SAT, Paris-Saclay, and so forth. And so it's several thousand of students every year, which are, which can touch the industrial world and entrepreneurship world. Okay, a few words now about artificial intelligence in Paris-Saclay. We are in Paris-Saclay, we're organized in graduate schools, so physics, chemistry, which are thematic, math, and I'm quoting math, so I should also mention I mentioned the Nobel Prize of yesterday in physics. We should mention also the equivalent Fields medals in mathematics that we got a few months ago. And of course, I should mention also in terms of graduate schools, the ISN, so computer science in English, graduate schools. But also we have created, so those graduate schools are thematic. We have created interdisciplinary objects, centers. And I want to mention here Data IA, which is our artificial intelligence and data science, data IA, a center, a pluridisciplinary center of Paris-Saclay. So it's interdisciplinary because I don't think I'm going to teach you anything but artificial intelligence. Of course, it's computer science, but it's also, you can cover topics like renewable energy, cancer research, climate changes, and of course, this was mentioned, ethics, safety, and it covers all those fields. So it's important to have gathered in this center, data all those researchers, doctors, computer scientists, social science scientists, and so forth, to have a big ecosystem where all those people from different origins and domains can talk to each other. So data AI, we're talking about 1,200 faculty staff, PhDs and postdocs, 40 laboratories. So at the origin, it was an Institute Convergence created by the ministry. This is most of its funding today. And so it's financing research projects, visiting professors, workshops, and so forth. So the artificial intelligence ecosystem covers, we were pretty successful. Beyond the Institute of Convergence funding, we got 10 chairs in artificial intelligence out of 40, which were created by ANR a few years ago. So 10 out of 40 at the national level. We are the joint leader of the regional DIM, Domaine d'intérêt majeur, from the Ile-de-France. So it's called AI for IDF. So with our colleagues from Polytechnique and Paris Centre. We are at the international level. We are, again, with other centers in Paris, the node of the Paris hub of the European network ELIS. Okay, I don't want to make all the list. We also were the laureate of the Utopia program, which can finance PhD funding. Okay, just two last words, and okay, I cannot miss it. We are just the laureate of the CMA. This is for formation and education. It's an 11 million euros program to boost, to massify artificial intelligence training. With this funding, we can develop platforms, create, adapt master programs, professional training. It's important so that people who want to reorient their careers in the industrial world can come to this program, which is called Paris-Saclay. Just two last words, I don't want to be too long. One on the innovation. So of course, we have close ties with the IRT SystemX, which is on our territory. But in general, we are 20 kilometers south of Paris, so that can be seen as an inconvenience. We are far from the city of light, but we have space. And many research centers from industrial partners are coming to be installed on this territory. So maybe you saw EDF, Servier, Safran, cannot name all of them. And in the numerical sciences, we have IBM, which installed its artificial intelligence center just a few hundred meters away from here. And I think Intel is in the process to do something similar. And of course, with SystemX, this bridge between the academic world and industrial world is facilitated. My last word, so this was this link with the industrial world, which is very important for us. It's a win-win situation for industries and startups and for the academic world. Last word about international programs. I understand Bertrand told me that we have several foreign, this is why we speak English, I guess, foreign visitors and participants. We bring a lot of attention to these international programs. In particular, we are the co-founder, co-supervisor of the, I'll just take a few examples, but there are many, of an international laboratory at Montreal, IRL, ILS, sorry for all those acronyms, and with CentraleSupelec, I don't see Romain, but this CentraleSupelec is also one of the creators of this laboratory, which is led by CNRS, if I may say so. And I take another example. So this is important for us to have close ties with the foreign countries. And take another example on Germany. We were the laureate. I think we had 2 or 3 laureates last year of a common call French-Germany on artificial intelligence. It was a call by ANR. Okay, just 2 examples. I could take other examples with Singapore, where we're also trying to develop some partnerships. Talking about the Descartes program, I have in mind the Descartes program with CNRS in Singapore, for instance. Okay, I think I have been long enough. Again, on behalf of the University of Paris-Saclay, I'm happy to welcome you, and I wish you a fruitful days on our territory, if I may say so. Thank you.